Forms in Framer are the best way to generate leads on your website. The problem is, if you want to add more advanced functionality to your form, like letting a visitor upload a file, there's actually no way to do that. Until now. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can add file uploads to FramerForms, and it's actually really quite simple. Let's go. So here I have a simple marketing site built in Framer, and down the bottom of my page here, I'm actually going to have this form, and I want someone to be able to fill it out just like so they can put in their name and everything like that. And they can also write a message here, and then they can submit the message. But I actually want to have a new field where someone can upload a file. So maybe it's a reference image, maybe it's a supporting document, whatever it is. But the problem is, out of the box with FramerForms, there's actually no way to do this. So normally I would go to, say, forms here. I would drag in the form builder component. And then within that component, we have all these different inputs here. We have text area. But as you can see, no way to add any sort of file upload. So how do we actually do this in Framer with native FramerForms? Well, it's actually really quite simple, and we're going to utilize a plugin called FramerForms. So if you click on the plugin tab at the bottom and then just search for FramerForms, you'll see this will appear here. And the great thing about FramerForms is it's all natively integrated into Framer's own form builder. So there's actually a ton of different inputs here. You can see I've got a file upload input, there's sliders, there's numbers, there's image selects, country selects, NPS scores. There's a lot of stuff here, but in this video, we're just going to look at the file upload component. So all I need to do is actually just click and drag this onto my form here, just like so. And you'll see this looks very similar to my other inputs here within my Framer form. So what I'll do is actually just change the styling. So I'll set the width of this to be 100%. And then maybe within this file upload component here, well, you'll see we've got a bunch of settings and properties we can tweak on the right-hand side. But let's just look at styling for just a hot minute. So let's actually have a fixed height of something a little bit taller. Let's say 150 pixels. And let's actually go ahead and change the styling here. So we might actually want to make this black. And then maybe the fill color, maybe we'll make that white. And we should probably make the border a little bit more round. So we'll set the radius of that to be 24 pixels. We can also update the font here. So we'll set that to be into display. We can also change the icon if we want, but in this case, I'm just going to leave it like so, but make it black. And I feel like we need some sort of like dashed border around the outside. So I'll go to my border here. We'll set that to be dashed. And let's make that a little bit of a stronger color so we can actually see it. So we'll bring up the opacity here. And that's starting to look a little bit more like an actual file upload field. Now inside this component here, which is just another input, we can essentially tweak all the settings for our actual file itself. So for example, we need to give it a unique identifier name so it actually comes through in our form submission. So in this case, I'll just leave it as file. If we want it to be required, so someone must upload a file, we can add that here. If I want to have an autofocus state, I can enable that here as well. And the great thing about this component is we can actually set what sort of files we want someone to upload. So for example, if we just want someone to upload an image, we can set that here. Or if we actually want to set something custom, maybe we just want to accept, say, a PDF, we can actually set the formats that we can allow someone to upload here as well. So let's just make it so anyone can upload an image file, which is going to be your PNGs, your JPEGs, things like that. Now we can also set a max file size, which is really good because especially if you have to host these files somewhere else, and you don't want to take up a huge amount of space, we could actually limit the file size here. So I might actually slide this down to say 5 megabytes as a maximum size, which for an image is still quite large. And then we can also update the text here. So I might just actually update this and say drag and drop to upload an image, and we'll keep the max 5 megabytes at the end here as well. We could even change the layout direction. As you can see, we've got a lot of visual design control here, which is awesome. And let's also update the styling on the text here as well. So the last thing I need to do is actually configure the destination for my form. So I'll just actually click the form layer, which kind of contains all of my inputs here. And then within this sort of layer, I've got this section in my properties panel called form. And what I'm going to do is create a send to destination, which I've got 3 options. I can send it to my email, a webhook, or a Google Sheet. In this case, let's actually just send it to my email. So I'll put that in here. And let's rename this to be called FramerForms. And we'll set this to have a subject of new inquiry. Great. Now we can also set a redirect link when someone actually completes this form. So if we want to redirect them elsewhere, we could do that. But in this case, we'll just kind of leave them here on the page. And if you need to do any sort of tracking, you can do that here as well. All right, so I'm just going to publish my site now so we can test this out. So here I have my marketing site, and if I scroll down here to the bottom, you'll see I've got my form and I can start to fill this out. So I'll put in my name, I'll put in my email address, and then a message as well. Can you recreate this design? And then I can either drag and drop here from my files or simply click to open my Finder. So I've got this image here, I'll click on open. And as you can see, that starts being uploaded to my file uploads, and I get a little preview here as well. And then when I actually click on submit, it doesn't look like it's done anything because I actually haven't set up a redirect state here, but it has actually submitted. And as you can see, I get an email with a new form submission, which has all my data. And then we also have this file, which comes through as a link. So when I actually open this, you'll see now we have this file on hand. And that's the beauty of how these file uploads actually work in Framer, is you don't actually have to host them yourself. They get hosted by the FramerForms plugin, which is viewable via this URL here. And that's how you can add file uploads to your form in Framer. As you can see, it's really quite simple to do using the FramerForms plugin. If you are interested in the FramerForms plugin, I'll make sure to include all the relevant information down below. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want more Framer tutorials just like it, consider subscribing to the channel because we put out new videos here on the channel every single week. But until next time, I'll catch you later.